I went to see Twisters the other day, and there's something about it that hasn't really been sitting right with me. First off, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it was a fun companion piece to the original. However, I found it a little strange that there's kind of like no addressing of like climate change in it. Somehow I kind of expected there to be something about it because like, look around, we are living through it right now. I kind of thought the movie was going there in the beginning because the characters were talking about like, yeah, storms keep getting worse and worse every year, and we're gonna be seeing a record-breaking tornado outbreak. But then that was like never expanded upon. It just seemed like sort of a weird thing to bring up if you're not gonna talk about it any more than just like, yeah, something might be happening, but you know, who knows what it is. Instead of any discussion as to like what root cause is making these tornadoes happen and how we can stop that, they're like, no, we'll just stop the tornado while it's happening. And like, I get it that the original movie was like kind of silly with its science, but this was sort of like a little in crazy town. But then I read something about the director didn't want to have like any kind of preachy message about climate change, which like, I get it that you don't want to be preachy, but you can still acknowledge it, right? And this movie really is a lot more realistic than the original, except for like the ending, which is kind of ridiculous. And it does go into science a lot more than the original, so I just don't understand why not even recognize that climate change might be a factor. It just really seemed like a questionable choice at best, especially when, like, we are witnessing historic and scary weather patterns happening right now, which we, like, know for a fact are because of climate change. Like, if you're gonna make a realistic disaster movie based on real events that happen, I feel like maybe there's a little bit of responsibility to address, like, why that's actually happening in real life. It just seemed like a weird choice to me.